This single parents, when we don't talk since, I think one of the major groups of people now in society are the single parents that have children for married men. You know, I have a friend that has been in a 10-year relationship with a married man, and she's still in that relationship. Don't ask me why. And they have a 9-year-old. There's all sorts of things, regardless of all the stigma and all the yama, different things people have said about her and all of that. Even the man, he's not always forthcoming. Sometimes he remembers that he has a child outside his marriage, but he has children with his wife. She's still there. And she says it's quite commonplace now.
John, I won't get you clear.
Oh.
You say single parent that has a child for a married man. I don't understand what you mean.
Now, woman. She born for a man now when they with your wife.
She be single parent first of all before she come.
No. She born soon as single parent now.
Parents. Like, you know, the last guest we had was a single parent that had a child for a single man that didn't marry her. Now she is talking about a single parent who has a child by a married man.
Okay.
The pikin, she now make am single parent. She born for person husband.
Married
man, yes.
That one is common nowadays. In fact, it's the
norm.
Norm
actually, some people actually deliberately do that.
Yes, no.
Some women say, I don't want any problems, I don't want any hassle, I just want a child, especially when they're older, getting older. And it looks like they're not going to marry or they're never born. They fear, maybe at 40 or something. Then you say, okay, make I just born, I like this guy. But how old is she? 10 years old. Not be small.
The lady said, you know, I born for that man. He might get money well. So me and my pikin, insurance.
Economic reasons.
No,
I think you understand they arrange.
She can begin to do all her runs. But at least she knows that money is coming from the man and the man is not irresponsible.
What, so the child is now a tool for siphoning money out of her?
Exactly. Now she wants a child.
So you're just being really
No,
mean.
that's what she said.
Be...
I'm telling you what she said. That the reason why she didn't allow other men. She got pregnant for other people now, but she aborted them. But for that guy, yes. But for that guy, the guy has money.
The single parent woman that has a child for a married man is a villain. We all have our moral standards and values. But the important thing is that she has a child by this man, and there is a war waged against her.
See, I want us to be a little more objective. In Nigeria today, particularly in Lagos, you can't survive on NEPA. That's why people have generators, just in case NEPA fails, because there may be certain things you need to do. Now, there are some men that have issues at home. No, wait now.
He's equating women with generator and power.
No, but it's true now. That's standby power supply, because there are some men that have issues with their wives at home. And rather than go commit suicide, they meet a Delilah. Samson was always going to Delilah because Delilah was always there for him, to listen to him, to pamper him, take care of him. Some wives are terrorists at home. In fact, they should register with Boko Haram. Please. That's why some men decide to go out.
Tony,
you are
jumping the gun. We are not looking for excuses for the man for doing what he did. That is not the reason. You now found solace in this woman. Conceived her, she has had a child. Your wife is going to fight rightly. She's fighting for her own, it's her husband. She has a right to defend her home.
She should have fought before the issue came up.
Wait. It is not always the fact that the man was running away from home. If you are running away from home, even though I don't subscribe to divorce, you could, that's why put an end to your marriage and be a free man. So your example, to me, is not tenable here. Secondly, we are looking strictly at the pains, what these women go through, irrespective of the motive behind the man coming to them. Whatever the motive, she's pregnant, she's had a child. The man has bolted away. Then he will now say, you know, I'm married now. You should know. So am I supposed to drive my wife because of you now?
Didn't you know that one before? Why is it the woman that is bearing the burden of these travels?
Well, this is what we are trying to find out. The pains are many, like I keep saying. The wife at home has her own clique of friends. They may have been the ones that even noticed and went to report. The gossip will just go around. Say, now what I go deal with her. I don't know where they stay. I know where they work. I go do one. And if you are not careful, they go all out. They sack you without you knowing. Why? You lose your job, She be one born pikin, go say I go train am. Before you know it, they fit do juju.
Yeah.
A friend of mine said to me, male friend, his wife left his home, married this other woman's husband, had 4 children. This woman came to him to say, come, my husband born all over the place. But you see the children where your wife born. And he said, she's an ex-wife, I don't marry. I will make sure my husband not train them. Till tomorrow they not go school.
She go jazz.
Well, this is the story.
Yeah.
That's how I was told. So, that other woman outside is taking a great risk. Because apart from the regular pains of being a single parent, the child is sick, you are the one dragging the child up and down, there's no money because your income cannot sustain you and the child, you didn't plan to be a single parent to raise a child single-handedly. The man is there financing his own home. And on top of it, most of these men will now draw your attention to the fact that, you know, I was married, and I'm not telling you I want born, you know, I get wife before.
Oh,
and
okay.
that is it.
So, sometimes it's not up to, sorry Tony, sometimes I have to agree, I have to enter his matter here. Sometimes it's not up to the man. There's a 52-year-old, very successful lady that I know who has a son for a married man. I think most people don't know who the father of that child is. Her only challenge is she steps out in the party in Lagos, everyone's murmuring. They're curious to know who the father is. She doesn't want anything from him. She's top level, you know. She doesn't want anything from him. She just wanted her child because she was getting older and she didn't think she would have a baby or have the chance to get married, you know. But as she stepped out, like this, everybody's whispering about her, talking about the fact that she not get husband, who be the papa of this pikin, that kind of thing, you know. So you do have some people who deliberately do not want to. So it's not really whether the man say he wants. She doesn't even want the man to take any responsibility. She doesn't want anything to do with him.
Fine. Are you telling me that if you go deep into that woman, she's a happy person?
Maybe
How can
not.
you have a child? The paternity is being hidden.
But she made a conscious
intentionally
decision.
supporting the man said, okay, I will let you have the child, but make sure I'm not linked to this child.
That's why she won't tell anybody.
So,
yes.
Can you imagine the burden in her? So at the end of the day, you see that the burdens are many. We are all carrying some form of albatross or the other. The birth of a child to me is a very brilliant thing,
yes.
joyful thing.
Yes, oh yes,
to the
absolutely.
extent that the Yorubas come Ojade, they have a party about it. Now here is a woman, she has the financial muscle, everything.
No
but just the consent, acknowledgement is being denied her. And because she's desperate, in the case you have just mentioned, she conceded and she carried that body. I think, then apart from that too, the man may say, look, my wife must not know because I can never tell her I have a child outside. So this, the fact that you are compelled to keep a secret of something that is meant to be a joy to you, to me that in itself is a problem. And when the child grows up to a certain level,
he might ask for his father. Yes.
Where is daddy? Where is my daddy? I have a case at hand. The lady is abroad now, but she gets in touch with me regularly because she noticed that I'm a single parent. She wants to know how I managed. Your daddy traveled. I said, now begin to tell him the truth. You see, we lie a lot in this country. Our lives are shrouded in mystery, secrecy, deceit, and it's eating us up. If you tell to yourself be true.
Yes.
You can deceive everybody, you can't deceive yourself. This is you. Tell the child. Your pain will be less.
Yes, you might tell the child at a certain age, when the child is older, when the child can readily accept it without any form of bitterness. They don't talk.
They want to keep it. Meanwhile, the wife's friends, the wife will battle you because they know.
See, these things are
not secret. What you think is secret is not.
There are certain things I don't agree with.
Yes.
First of all, when you say something happened, I always ask the question, what led to this? Many women are single parents. They are married to, they have children for rich people. In the first place,
you are peculiar about this rich people.
It's very prevalent
even
amongst
if not
them
a rich
now.
person, there's a calculation from the onset. First of all, I'm a single woman, for example, single parent. Let's say I'm a lady. I know that this man is married. Yet I'm having a relationship with him. I'm sleeping with him. And I expect that I won't get pregnant. I must be a fool. Now I know that I will get pregnant. Meaning that I'm going to have a child by him. Okay. Expecting that if I have a child, of course, I'm not contesting initially to get into his house. I expect that, okay, you rent an apartment for me, take care of my child and I. Now, when he does not, I wasn't expecting that. When he does not, I now begin to feel the pain of a man not taking care of me and my child. And if I don't have the money to take care of the child, then
worse.
Problem now starts.
Yes.
Okay. Now, many of them don't expect that the man will now say, but you know I'm married now. You know I cannot be seen with you anymore. You know, so when the man changes, that is when they now go through their own travails. But if the man doesn't change, the relationship continues, and the man keeps giving them money, fun, it's okay by them. And you know, say then they talk to the only woman they know the true papa of the pikin. Sometimes she could get pregnant for another person, maybe the driver or somebody, and then transfer to the other man because you know that this one cannot.
Fine, you've made some valid points, but this you know it's in the minority. And the bottom line of what you are saying is that, if I understand you very well, this man is married. Why don't you leave him alone? Go get your own man.
You mentioned that polygamy is not, you know, the people involved in polygamous situations, they're not necessarily happy.
They are not happy at all. If they have their way, they will not be part of it. Even in the north, where we think is the norm because of their religion. And it is not easy to face rejection.
Yes.
Rejection is something that dehumanizes anybody. Yes, I have a child by you. You acknowledge the child. You should be bold enough to tell your wife if you so wish.
And then that will be the end of his own marriage now.
So why should my life come to an end and you want to preserve your marriage?
Your own must be good.
Good. So why should the body be transferred to the woman?
I don't want to go back to my favorite.
Go back. Was there an agreement?
Exactly. Exactly.
I keep telling you,
There must have
Captain
been an
Tony,
agreement between the two of them.
there's no spoken
Wait
agreement. This is your unspoken agreement business.
We're talking about the travails
not real.
of a single parent.
Fine.
This
we
woman
agree.
is pained. At the end of the day, she's
protecting this man.
She is booed at parties. Sometimes they send people to go and harass her in her home.
Yes.
You are going out, you are under threat.
She asked for it.
She asked for it. That's a very
So what do we do?
statement
If she
to
did not
make.
go out with him, if she did not sleep with him, she would not get pregnant.
Excuse me,
she would not be abandoned by him.
If he
and
did
she
not
would
go out with her and he did not sleep with her, she will not get pregnant. So
She
there's
set him up.
she.
She set
Either
him
way
up.
you put it.
She set him
How
up
do
and
you
he
know
fell.
that?
No.
But more often it's
How
the
did
women
she
that
say-
set the men
How?
up.
She
The
jumped
women
on
that-
him and fell on him and went, oops.
And the man
sorry.
didn't have enough discipline
to say
to
no.
rebuff
I don't
the
want
That
to.
may have
advances
been too
from the
much for the
woman.
man. Maybe the man tried.
Oh,
and
guys, you
failed.
guys are so weak.
The man,
Sorry.
can you imagine what
How?
you're saying?
No.
Can you
How?
hear yourself?
No, because
Completely
most
sensitive.
most
Can
men-
you hear
see,
yourself?
A lot of men are reasonable.
Captain Tony, I think you're missing the point.
What's the point?
You're making it her responsibility. I will not agree with you
That.
because I'm a woman. I wouldn't set out to be made to live a miserable life out of choice. Two people meet each other. I meet a guy in the bar and where we talk, we get along and everything. We get to like each other. We're attracted to each other. We get to like each other. We go out a few times and then we start
set him
dating.
up to sleep with him.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
We start dating. And then he tells me, oh, by the way, I'm married. I'm giving you a scenario now. I'm married. And maybe by this time, I don't like him now. So I say, okay, well, make they follow on the play, if I'm that sort of person. And they follow on the play, which is a mistake in itself because you know that I'm going to end up with the shorter end of the stick from jump. So I've made a choice now to end up with the shorter end of the stick from jump. We'll hold on. And he is getting the best of both worlds. He goes home to a wife and children. And he comes when the wife vexes and small. He go come my house, go chop. I go make a salad, he go sit down, he go chop. He go very food, go again. Then we start to play rough play.
Until he go sleep.
He go sleep. If madam travel, he go say, he go make like this, he go be like Oga. Then I come born picking. So he say, where? You know where? They scratch head. So now, can't be my fault. Now, two of us, they play. The play, they sweet until Piki enter the matter. Then you're saying, oh, she set him up. She this, that. No woman in her right mind who already has the shorter end of the stick will deliberately get pregnant for someone who will turn around and say, well, it's because, my wife, my wife. Get real. She has to be crazy to live like that.
Like a football coach, there's always a plan B. That's why you have reserve.
Okay, so
when 11 players are playing and the coach is seeing that things are going one way, he now brings in a substitute. If that substitute is not doing well, brings in another substitute. You see, what I think, with due respect to women, is that quite a number of women are gullible. You are dating this man, you know he's married. Now, you've never sat down to think, if I get pregnant, what if the man says he's not ready, or he doesn't want the child, or he doesn't have the money, or he says, sorry, I don't want my wife to know. You should make allowance for that and prepare for that.
Okay, if it happens, like if the condom breaks. Okay, so, and she doesn't want to have an abortion, which is wrong in itself.
She should have gone to do research about the kind that don't break. That's what I'm saying now.
Oh, listen to him. He's so obnoxious.
Look.
About the kind that what?
See, I'm just saying that you will pay the price for errors you make. It's very clear. And that's what we're talking about.
And the man pays no price. We're telling you now that why should she pay all the price?
So how much price do you want the man?
The
man is already married. He's settled. She's not married. She knew that she knew he was married. She's pregnant.
Have
She's the
some
one that
compassion,
I am
Captain
compassionate.
Tony.
That's why I'm saying that she should have had plan B and C. If I wasn't compassionate, I wouldn't suggest plan B and C.
Excuse me, Tony. What do you mean by plan B or C when you are sleeping with somebody? Because I don't understand this thing. And the only way out is not to sleep at all.
The truth is that most men like
when
to
you
eat their
sleep,
cake and
the
have it.
onus is on you.
He's just said that they like to eat their cake and have it. Is that right?
It's not right, but who cares?
Okay, so you're applauding them for being wrong.
No, that's what I'm saying, that the woman should also take precaution. When a man...
Just to allow the man be right?
Men are funny, they can act very well.
But it's not half funny, it's ridiculous funny.
But when responsibility comes, that's when you find out that a man who's like a lion suddenly becomes a chicken or a teddy bear.
Well, shame on them. Ooh,
shame. No.
The woman that has a child for a married man is a traumatized woman.
That is, if the man does not accept responsibilities. She's already traumatized.
Well, if the man does not accept responsibility, one, even if he does, she is not missing somebody. You know, she cannot go to the hospital to say she misses somebody to have the child. The child is sick, you want to register the child in the hospital, you can't put the man's name. There may be conditions for the man accepting. Even to register the child in school, the man may say, look, you know.
I beg Aunty Olu, I want drink. Make me go get. I get drink. This boy don't tire me.
No. Let her finish this up.
No. Because I'm about ready to.
You may be one that cautioned. Don't take the child to our savior. My children are there. They must not be bearing the same.
So I don't go better school because.
And don't put the name. Don't put my name. So you see that the woman becomes an idiot before the man.
That's what I'm saying now, that she should have known about all this.
What
if I get pregnant?
Have his
How will I have
B.
Tony,
let us have a drink. After that, we'll conclude this discussion. I think you should stop this objectivity.
No, I think women should be more
I don't know again.
Let us go
have a drink. I'm testing because I'm coming for you. Just wait.
We'll conclude. I was saying that the plight of the single parent woman that had a child for a married man is quite precarious, in the sense that even when the man acknowledges or accepts paternity, the restrictions are so much that she becomes like a slave. Even where she has the money, you are not free to use the man's name because you are not the owner of the name, so to say. You have enough money to send your child to certain schools, it may just tell you my children are there, you can't put this child there. The child wants to register in the clinic, medical, you can't. What name will the child bear? Because the man is trying to protect himself. So at the end of the day, it's like a Greek gift. Yes, I'm the father of the child, but you know.
I'll put the man's name.
There are so many cases. If we want to go into it today, we may not close this topic. But I'm just bringing out, and these are just minor, what we would term minor, but they are serious cases.
Yeah.
The man accepts. If he doesn't accept, that is even worse. So most of them will bolt away immediately. Then where he accepts, you can't see him. You want to come to the office, if he's sleeping with his secretary, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You won't see him.
On top of the one that you
Plus
don't
the
go
wife.
with.
If it's not, the secretary now hands you an envelope, you don't see the man, most of them. It's the secretary that is communicating with you. And the woman is now reduced to a nanny. I was in court years ago. Somebody's will was being read. He had relationships with these women. There were two there. His wife was there. And when you look at the wife, you will spit on the man's corpse, even though he had died. What were you looking for carrying these women? He gave them something, but he said, because in law you cannot say you're polygamous, you're married to the guardian of my child, Anita, to the guardian of my child, Dennis. I looked and hissed and walked away. The wife was an educated person, looking, even with her age, she looked better, more sophisticated, more educated, more refined than these two women. And I said, you see how men drag women? Either way, the wife suffer.
The wife suffers.
The housewives, the mistresses, they suffer more. In the sense that there's some form of rejection in them with this child. The child there, at the end of the day, like any single parent, if you don't handle it well, you will incur the wrath of the child, because it's, where is my father? The ones that have access, the man will be polluting, is your mother that is not a good person. The child will come back, mommy, you should have stayed well now, behave well so that daddy can be with us now. He says you are the bad person. So at the end of the day, the woman is at the receiving end.
That's the thing that's the most painful. When
getting all the bashing, getting all the pains. She is struggling. It's not as if the man is bringing money. The day they will bring small money, it's as if they will ring a bell to heaven. As if they are doing everything for you. That is the ones that even try to do something. But generally, at the point where you announce you are pregnant, you see a different man before you. And at the end of the day, we will get, in the course of these discussions, we will get to analyze the different stages of these pains, how they can be ameliorated, how they can be helped, how they can help themselves. Because at the end of the day, your self-confidence is eroded. Once rejection sets in, no human being remains normal, so to say. You feel some inferiority complex. You begin to look. The examples are many, where you begin to now go and curry favor somebody in the man's family and all that, try to want to bring.
And it's a vicious circle, because the child's self-esteem is eroded. People come Father's Day, you don't have anybody to celebrate. Nobody comes for PTA, your father is not there. And then you grow up like that. The men have to also consider that.
I think it was you that said something about, don't the men consider the future of these ladies? And I asked my question, how old is the lady we're talking about? Is it the 25-year-old man that gets pregnant for a married man, or the 45-year-old woman?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
no, because if it's a young girl,
it doesn't matter. And my take is, you know your father, don't you?
I do.
Why should you, in your wildest dream, bring a child into the world that you don't want to know him?
A guy is neither fair nor dark, is albino. They say he's confused. Who born out? No person born out.
Nasty woman. This woman would talk. We will not insult now. No problem.
So we're going to continue with this thing now next week, because these people need help. We're just still, trying to introduce the topic, and we hear from this man, from the man point of view. But his stand has been very dogmatic and all that.
Not my stance. The stance on behalf of different men. I'm speaking for different men.